I can't tell you what the food service looked like last year. I was in a parking lot. I can tell you what to expect this year. You can expect to see Greek food, Italian food, seafood, barbecue, Mexican, Cuban, salads and wraps, ice cream, and hopefully the best donuts that you guys have ever had. Our coffee provider this year is Flying High Coffee. He is a small, growing, not-for-profit, aviation-related coffee vendor who will be taking a percentage of his proceeds, and that will be going back to Able Trust and Girls with Wings. Let's see, what else do I have on these ones? We're trying to expand our local participation with the food vendors. Expect to see Château Briand, Earhart's Runway Grill, Abuelos, Dairy Queen, Peepo's Cuban Food, and Fred's Southern Kitchen here this year. While the mandatory hours that in the past we've had our food vendors required to open up from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m., a lot of our food vendors are really interested in staying open later to cater towards the exhibitors and the volunteers who are finishing up at 5 o'clock and they're looking for food but have not been able to get anything because the food vendors have been closing at 5. Expect to be able to actually get some quality food this year after you are done with your shifts. This will hopefully keep our guests happy and keep them on campus for dinner rather than going off campus for the dinner. Our food vendors in Peggy Brown will be staying open for dinner this year as well, as you have seen the list of evening activities that will be going on at the pavilion. This is just a close location, and it'll be convenient for everybody who are going to participate in the evening programs as well. And then, other than that, one of the updates that I've been working with Melissa with is we have put all, I hear the black diamonds going on. Anyway, sorry. I've been working with Melissa to put all of the food vending onto the convention map this year. So there'll be a little key at the bottom of the map that states everybody who is here at Sun and Fun and where you will find them. Also, what kind of foods they'll be providing. And then we'll also see that online. There's a section on the Fly-In website for food and dining. It lists everybody that will be here as well as their menu. And then Sugar Shakers, one of our food vendors, will actually be setting up in the campground and be providing breakfast and dinner starting Sunday all the way through the event. And that menu can also be found on the website.
I'm probably one of the most behind-the-scenes person here at Sun and Fun. I'm mostly in the office in the accounting department. I work under the direction of Tracy Neal, who's not here with us today. And I was asked to give you a mention of our online ticket sales. And I'm going to keep this short and very sweet. We are up 50% as compared to 2011. And I also want to take this time to thank our board members and some private donors for their contributions, which enabled us to purchase 25 touchscreen monitors for the registration department. And we're sure that this is going to help the lines run smoother and that our volunteers are going to enjoy working with them. They just have to remember not to reach for the mouse. They can touch the screen. Thank you.
I'm here to talk about our VIP clubs. In the summer of 2010, we did a lot of research on different aviation and NASCAR events who have an upgrade, if you will, to a regular ticket price. There are a lot of people that are willing to pay a little bit extra for an extra special experience. So last year was our initial trial year, if you will, and it was enormously successful. We had the Flightline Club, and we have the 927 Circle, and it's a two-tiered system. People can purchase memberships into either club. And I want to talk to you a little bit about a couple of changes that we're doing for this year. But first of all, I did do a check yesterday. We have over 200 club members for this year who have already purchased tickets. Annette just told me we are, so that's 500% ahead of where we were this time last year. They are representing 19 states and 9 countries. including England, Japan, Argentina, Canada, Austria, France, Brazil, and the Isle of Guernsey, including the USA. So I am very, very excited to host these guests here this year. We're making a slight change in the location of the clubs. This is very important information for everyone to know, because if we have a guest who's flying in or is on the campus or coming to the main gate and they ask you, where's the Flightline Club? I want everybody to know where to send them. We're located on the north side of the Warbird ramp, and we have moved our operations to the west. So we're at the west end in the grassy area on the north side of the Warbird ramp. The 927 Circle, Flightline Club, our activities tent number 3, and our Thunderbird Hospitality guest tent are all located in that area. So if anybody asks you where those areas are, now you know. We will have different entry points. Most of our guests will be coming through the main admission gate, and we've got a specific window, actually a little building that will be dedicated for these guests coming in to check in. But we'll also have members coming in, flying in. So if you're working mobile registration and somebody asks you, how do I get to the tent? Please radio for us. We will come to their plane and pick them up and bring them to the tent. If we have campers in the campground, we've had members last year that were in the campground that have asked the question, where do I go to pick up my pass to get in the Flightline Club? So if you're working in camper hospitality, please know where we're located. We have a golf cart, a great transportation team that can come wherever the guest is. We'll pick them up and we'll take them where they need to go. We also have a new leader this year, a new chairman for our VIP clubs membership, and this is Janie Wise. She's over here to my right. Step out and wave to the folks, Janie. Janie Wise is a wonderful volunteer staff member who has stepped up to the plate. We do still have Ann McKee, our beloved Ann McKee, in the wings that is assisting us every step of the way. But Janie has taken the reins on and will be leading our team this year. We will be having a meeting about 30 minutes when this meeting closes. We're going to be meeting in the hospitality room for those of you that are involved in our operations. So please pick up your lunch before you come, and we'll see you upstairs in the hospitality room in 30 minutes after the meeting. And thank you all. We look forward to another great year.
This is just going to be a quick overview because we got so many projects going on, I can't keep up. Most of the time the volunteers are coming and telling me what they're doing because you know, they're on it before I even know about it. One of the big projects we got is the pressure washing and painting of all the hangars, and that's a big job. And then we're doing a lot of other buildings besides the hangars, and we're doing electrical and plumbing upgrades all over the site. We did some remodel work down on the Brits compound. We built, and I shouldn't say we, the volunteers have built a new stage at the corn roast area. We're building and bridge repairs all over the site. Improvements to the Raiders area. I credit Chuck and his group. They have done a great job on cleaning that up. Hear, hear. I also want to give credit to the Flower Babes. The landscaping is just amazing. They are just working to all over the place. The welding crew has built us a lot more picnic tables and many other projects I've had them on. And I also want to cover that there's a lot of other projects that right at this time I can't remember, but we have a lot of stuff going on. Right now our plate is pretty well full in the maintenance department on things we're going to be able to complete by fly-in. But if you do have an item that is a maintenance item, please come see me because we will get it done one way or another. And I'd also like to say that if you have spare time and you want to come down and help out, I can always use help down there. Also, let's see if there's anything I'm missing here that I wanted to cover. The only other thing I can think of that I wanted to say was I wanted to thank all of the volunteers all over the site, not only maintenance, but every department, because without you guys, it wouldn't happen. And I'm amazed every year by what goes on by volunteer work. And I've been here 10 years, and I usually don't get up here and talk. Don took off on me, so he hung me out here, so I'm doing the best I can. Please bear with me. But the one thing I did want to say, in the 10 years that I've been here, y'all have taught me one thing. And I always thought, get everything you can. But I have learned from all you guys that it's what you give that really matters in the end. And y'all have taught me that. And I thank you for that. And really, that's about all I have. I forgot one thing, and she'd kill me if I didn't tell you. My key lady will be in on the next volunteer meetings from 9 to 1:30. So if you receive a key from Sun and Fun for your operation, she will be here the next volunteer meeting to issue. So I got that covered. I think that's it for me.
Just a quick few words about our retail operations. Great new designs coming in T-shirts, and they should be available a bit earlier this year. I know many of you want to come and stock up on that. Also this year we're starting a new collectible item that is exciting for all of us, and I'm sure that you might have fun with it too. They're called challenge coins. And if you're not familiar with challenge coins, just go ahead and Google it. There is a website that has a terrific history, some military background on them, but these will be annual coins. We'll sell them in our souvenir tents and in the shops, and they will be collectible, different every year. But be sure to Google it. A reminder about First Friday. We'll be down there selling our 2011 T-shirts also. We're reserving our 2012 T-shirts for sales in the store. And we have discounts in the museum right now that are great. For the one-time good deal downtown in the first Friday, they'll be exceptional. But it's a one-time good deal, so keep that in mind. Also, we are looking for a few volunteers who would be interested in helping out in our souvenir tents. We have volunteers in the museum, inside work. A lot of people like to do that, but this year we're going to need to add a few for the volunteer tents. So if you're interested, come around, talk to me, talk to my assistant, Alice Worcester, and we'll look forward to seeing you. Thanks.